They call it like Trump derangement syndrome, and I didn't. You don't realize how real this is until you can't reason with people. So
What in the world is this? Why does this look like a sporting event? We truly live in idiocracy, where now apparently the emperor, the president, goes to the Super Bowl, goes to NASCAR events, and goes to UFC events. It does make sense since America is the new Rome, and the emperor was always in the Colosseum. But now let's go back to this Trump derangement syndrome, or TDS for short. Now this term right here is tactical deployment of psychological warfare, being used within the left-right paradigm, the blue versus red false dichotomy, where within this left-right paradigm you have individuals on the far left who are completely unhinged. They are irrational, clearly. But people on the far right, or on the right in general, will use anyone who criticizes Trump as having this Trump derangement syndrome, categorizing you with the far left. This little meme chart has been making the rounds on X the last couple days, and I wanted to point this out because it perfectly describes the situation. So you have the far left, the true Trump derangement syndrome. You then have the far right, where they worship Trump, he can do no wrong. But you want to be the person in the middle. You want to be somebody who can critically think and see what's going on in the world, not taking the red pill or the blue pill, but rather focusing your eyes upon Jesus, for he is the author and the perfecter of your faith. As we see with Proverbs 4:27, we want to follow this right here. Do not turn to the right or the left, remove your foot from evil. Now, in regards to the psychological warfare that we are battling right now, this term right here has been deployed to completely minimize any individual who criticizes this guy. Just as the term conspiracy theorist was deployed to completely minimize and neutralize any individual who questioned the JFK assassination, likewise Trump derangement syndrome, or TDS, is used or deployed to completely dismiss anybody who criticizes what he's bringing in, which is the Novus Ordo Secularum, or the new golden age that he likes to talk about so much.
Proudly proclaim that the golden age of America is upon us.
And in my own personal opinion, this golden age is the beast system of the book of Revelation that will be controlled by artificial intelligence, technology, and ushered in by you know who and the technocrats that back him. Hence why we see one of the biggest propaganda accounts out there having the bio volunteer tech support. This right here, in my opinion, means technocrat support. And for those who do not know what a technocrat is, it is somebody who believes in the technocracy. You can do your own research here. I will give you a short summary, but a technocracy is a form of government in which the decision makers are selected based on their expertise in a given area of responsibility, particularly with regard to scientific or technological knowledge. This system explicitly contrasts with representative democracy, the notion that elected representatives should be the primary decision makers in government. Though it does not necessarily imply eliminating elected representatives, decision makers are selected based on specialized knowledge and performance rather than political affiliation, preliminary skills, and popularity. The term technocracy was initially used to signify the application of scientific method to solving social problems. In its most extreme form, technocracy is an entire government running as a technical or engineering problem and is mostly hypothetical. So yeah, he's not joking when he says that he's tech support, which again, in my opinion, is all heading towards this. Hence why you are seeing so many cuts within the government, because ultimately they are pushing forward to AI governance. I encourage you to do your own research and also look up his grandfather and who he was affiliated with. With that being said, guys, we live in a spiritual war that is psychological in nature. So we need to be on guard. We need to take every thought captive and transform and renew our mind through God's word, realizing that the enemy is constantly attacking us, and not just us, but those around us. The amount of comments that I have gotten in my videos that I am a liberal, that I have Trump derangement syndrome because I am calling out what I am witnessing unravel right in front of my eyes, shows the psychological warfare. So again, we keep our eyes focused upon the Lord because he is the author and the perfecter of our faith. He is the only one that's going to be able to guide you through this crazy war that we are enduring right now. But we have our hope in him. Our trust is in him. Our faith is in him. So we continue to live by faith, not by sight, loving others, and drawing close to Him. Right now is the time. Right now is where we need to really establish our heart, for the coming of the Lord is soon. With that, guys, I love you all so much. God bless. Remember, the just shall live by faith.